I love video games, and you probably do too. But after playing so many, you might find yourself bored of the same basic mechanics. Jumping, running, attacking, all mainstays in gaming, yet are almost always more or less the same. But what about games that break the mold and do something unique? Well, that's what I'm here to talk about. Kirby Fighters 2 might seem like a strange pick for this list. I mean, the whole game is a Kirby Smash Bros. Clone. How unconventional can it be? But the thing is, the game has a story mode, for some reason, and in it is where the unconventional mechanic comes in. Normally in fighting game story mode, you're a one-man army tearing through waves of enemies. But here you're actually given an AI fighter to help you with the enemies. And it could be anyone on the roster. You could have two Kirbys, Bandana, Waddle Dee, and Gooey. The list goes on. I rate this game as serotonin dreams at a plastic beach. Good luck deciphering that. Bug Fables is an amazing RPG, and it starts with only 2 characters, and the third and final character is unlocked halfway through Chapter 1. Only having 3 characters in an RPG is already unconventional, but it's actually a good thing, because all 3 characters have a unique gimmick. Leaf can freeze water, Kabu can clear paths by destroying certain objects, and V can fly short distances. The unconventionality also bleeds into the combat, where depending on who you are controlling before the combat, they automatically go first. And in an unconventional story twist, there isn't even a main villain for the first third of the game. I rated a Spirit Phone at a plastic beach. Good, but I never finished it. A Hat in Time is a masterpiece. It's my favorite game of all time and has 2 unconventional mechanics. The first is the main gimmick of the game, the hat. I'll go over all of them briefly here. Cat's Hat will point you to the objectives. Sprint Hat lets you sprint, obviously. Brewing Hat lets you throw explosive potions. The Dweller Mask lets you interact with invisible platforms. The Ice Hat lets you use launch pads for some reason. I don't know why it's the Ice Hat that does that, but okay. And the Time Stop Hat lets you stop time. The other unconventional mechanic are the badges, which you can purchase at a shop that give you special effects, like the Hookshot badge, the One-Hit Wonder badge that gives you permanent 1 HP, and the No Bonk badge. So if you dive into a wall, you don't bonk. I rated Dinosaur Orchestra at a plastic beach. Where I come from, that's an 11 out of 10. The final game I want to talk about is Stifled. It's a 2018 horror game about echolocation, where you physically pick up objects and throw them in order to reveal the stage around you. When I say this, it probably sounds like it's the definitive unconventional mechanics, which is why it's here. If you want a more in-depth look at Stifled, then go watch Funky's videos about unconventional VR mechanics. It's also where I got my footage from. As for the rest of the footage, it's just the game's trailers. Yeah, that's really all I want to talk about, so see you in the next video.